and they have a right to squat on the land until the rightful heirs to the land return. For those settlers and colonizers on the land, bitch, we back.
Yeah, that's right.
This shit over with. Ain't no more United States corporate fiction on our land. We passed the end. The people just don't know it's over.
Yeah.
So all of the plantations, they said that every plantation had something called a big house, right? They used to be Big Mama house till they erased her name. Subjugation of the divine feminine. It went from Big Mama house to the big house, right? It went from a planetarium where we looked at the stars at night to a plantation. You see, Big Mama used to send Big Papa out with the boys at night to tell them how to read the stars. We don't remember that shit. That's our culture. Once you can read the stars, you don't need no books. The only reason we need books is because we've been conditioned that if it ain't in the book, it ain't right. Right? So you want to hide it from a nigga, put it in the book, because that's where they keep all their secrets, right? And the bigger the book, the more secrets is buried in them pages. In our quest for understanding the oppressors, the colonizers, the settlers, the conquistadors, the Tudor royal family of Europe that came over here to find a home, them in little kids, they ain't supposed to be here, right? So they came over here fucking with Tahuti kids because they figured that as long as Tahuti ain't here, they can have their way with them. And we was hard to handle from day one. Every time they tried to oppress us, we naturally adapt and overcome their oppression. So the harder they oppressed us, the earlier we started having babies. Why? Because they was on a genocidal plot. Remember, we Bebe kids. We don't die, we multiply.
That's right. That's right.
Who the fuck is Bebe? Bebe, that's Big Mama nickname. That's what Big Papa called him. Babe. The understanding that they gave it all back is the straw to break the camel's back. All we have to do is become aware. The awareness unlocks or activates the public notice. So each one teach one. We all got to reach something. Now the brother I did that video with, about an hour and a half after I did that video, probably not even that long, he messaged me and asked me to take it down. I can't take it down because it's all true.
He said because they know you putting out a certain level of information, and he think that he might come on the attack because he connected with you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is. I do know this. I know that ain't nobody gonna fuck with him. But I also know that if the people don't know what's going on the land, these caricatures on TV is gonna follow the dog and pony show all the way to the bitter end. They set up an interim government under Mohammed Karzai. That's what they did over here. Right? So Albert Pike had images of him drawn with no beard. That's George Washington. They called us the Confederates of the South. Now keep that in mind. Civil War time. As the Confederates of the South, they replaced our leadership with their leadership. Abraham Lincoln and George Washington was melanated. George Washington was a Washita. He was from the islands, from
Barbados.
But they tell us he was born in Virginia. That's bullshit. But we don't know the story, so we can't never unravel the mystery. Now they got y'all thinking we lived in teepees. Them was our tents that we went camping with, because the men obligated to take the boys to learn to live on the fat of the land. We had castles all over this motherfucker, and they still there. Most of them they turned into prisons and state buildings.
That's right.
Them was our houses.
What we are about the business now is awakening.
We didn't have prisons before they came.
Wow.
Was no need for us to have prisons because we was a righteous people.
Man.
So they came over here and indoctrinated us with dogmas so that we would forego our moral character and nature that's natural to us. This shit over with. Ain't no more United States corporate fiction on our land. The only thing left is the remnant. Right? They always leave a remnant behind to try to delay the new system from overthrowing the old system. This ain't new to us. We used to this shit. And the only reason they called me for, because see, I'm not no regular motherfucker. I ain't just born. They gotta conjure me up. Right? So, you can blame Baba, you can blame Farrakhan, you can blame Clarence 13 X, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, W.E.B. Du Bois, Prince. Blame them motherfuckers for bringing me here. And blame my mom and my daddy for bringing me. They was all in on the contract to restore the land. So I'm just bringing it all to y'all so people can see this shit a rap. They were never supposed to murder the chiefs on the land to stop us from reclaiming the land, and that's how they stopped us this long. Murder. They use murder as a strategic weapon, right? And they already came with the deception. The first thing they did was gave us the Bible. Babylonian blood magic and money magic. And as long as the people not aware, it's effective. But as soon as they become aware, it breaks the chain. Right? So what's our job? Breaking the chains of psychological slavery. Right? Naim Akbar. What are these chains on our brain? Miseducation of the Negro. Carter G. Woodson. Right? And what's the side effect? A warring soul. W.E.B. Du Bois. Souls of black folks. Right? So what did they do? Destruction of black civilization. What the fuck is a black civilization? It's the chess turn. They the ones on defense. The ones that's under attack. The ones that's scheduled for desecration and degradation. The ones that's going to be made the pariah of society. The downtrodden. The ones we don't like. The ones we can't kill off because they keep, every time we kill one, they birth 10. Right? That's us, right? Or Stephen Biko say, in South Africa, the most powerful weapon of the colonizer or the oppressor is the minds of the oppressed, right? Bang Dong Conference, look it up. So now that we got this Bang Dong Conference and we done all came together, the royal family just organic to the earth, now we know what we up against, who we fighting, and that they really don't got pale faces. They just use pale faces to block institutions. So what do? We realized that a long time ago. So we invited more pale faces to overrun their institution with friendlies. So now the friendlies is dragging the information into the public domain. Madam H.B. Blavatsky, Rudolph Steiner, Alistair Crowley, Franz Bardone, right? They dragging the information into the public domain because they telling us this is the same shit they did to us. This is how we get out. They kicked them out of Europe. They came over here. So we needed the help of the ones that already beat them. Those are Inanna's children, ISIS children. Inky's children is on the motherland. That's why we needed Garvey. Right? Because Garvey went to Africa and got what they call the Congo key. And without the Congo key, you don't have access to rule the world as a man. You need the Congo key. Well, we call it the gold key in the lodge. And Mama give us the silver key. As above, so below.
What we are about the business now is awakening.